Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Good, good. Thanks for the presentation. That was very disgusting. Okay, my name is Sifiso Mkhasibe, and I reside at the Talisman Foundation. I've been there 5 years. I started off at Steffontein Hospital in Krugersdorp, and how Talisman has inspired me to transform my life as it's been a long journey and it's still continuing. It still is a journey. I was admitted at Talisman Foundation on the 1st of March in 2011. I was diagnosed with bipolar mood disorder, type 1. And yeah, it's been a hectic journey, very troublesome journey and learning as well. You know, I've learned a lot at Talisman through the residents, the staff, and the community as well that come and help us, and they come and volunteer at Talisman. So what got me to Talisman Foundation is my doctors and my therapist, and they asked if I wanted to go to Talisman. I said yes. I was told by people at Steffontein that Talisman is a place where, you know, there's a lot of freedom and you can do what you want, and it was completely different from what when I went there and I saw what it was like. And when I got there, it was totally different. I mean, there were so many rules, and there was a program that we had to do, and you know, when I got there, the first month, we were given a program to do where we had to do group therapy, one-on-one sessions with our psychologists and therapists. And what was different as well from Steffontein, where we had to pack our own medication, aside from the part where we were at Steffontein, we were just given our medication and told to just take it for that month. So for me that was different, and it was new. So I learned to adjust at Talisman, which was great, because now I was learning their rules and their regulations and how to, you know, just to become a better person and a better patient. And it was different because at Steffontein, we were kept in a ward where there's about 30 to 50 people in a room, day in and day out. It didn't matter if it was hot or cold, or if we were too many in the ward, or it was suffocating and everything. They kept us there, and being a Talisman was different because now we had our own rooms, and we could walk around the garden and play sports, and you know, it was nice. So just from that change of environment, it helped me transform in a way to be a better person, to be able to speak to people. 5 years ago, I wouldn't be able to be standing right here and be able to speak to you and share my story about, you know, where I've been and that I've got bipolar mood disorder. And it's been tough, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. So I'd say that the program at Talisman was tailored for me, in a sense where being with my psychologist and my therapist and the people that I live with there at Talisman, we were able to share ideas and how to grow as people and as patients as well, and with people with bipolar mood disorder, how to cope in life, and you know, to overcome our challenges that we have. Especially being told that you're going to take medication for the rest of your life, and that the medication you'll be taking will be in the morning and at night before you do anything else, and after you go to, or before you go to sleep. So that was a whole new concept for me that I had to adjust to as well. So all these things I had to adjust in order for me to grow and learn, and it just changed my whole way of life and the whole way I was living. So what Talisman has also done for me as well, you know, it's taught me to be able to share with people, especially in group therapy, where we'll get together and discuss how a day is, and just give ideas about, you know, practical things like topics that we have, for example, like detachment, and, you know, just daily things that we have in our lives and what we go through at Talisman Foundation, which has been great. And I really enjoyed the sessions, and yeah, they've been very interesting. Another thing at Talisman as well is that they have a program they call the VST program. It's a vocational skills training program where they teach you skills within the foundation. Once you learn those skills, then you're able to look for employment outside. For example, working in the kitchen, you could, you know, look for work in a restaurant or a hotel, working in a gardening, you know, become a landscaper, even security as well, driving, they teach you to do that as well. Working in reception, working with admin, and you know, working with files and answering the telephone. You know, working at laundry as well. You know, just those small basic skills, just to get us ready for the community to work. Because, I mean, having the mental illness has been challenging, because in the beginning, you're living your life, everything's rosy, and you're doing all the nice things, and you're living the life, until something happens where you end up in Staffordton, and it's harsh, and it's hectic, and you've been placed in sort of like a fishbowl with 30 other people who, you know, who come from different backgrounds and have done different things and got different illnesses as well, to a place where now you're given a chance to, you know, to become yourself and to do what you want to do. So that's also helped me a lot at Talisman, and that has inspired me to transform through the vocational skills training. And they've also helped me with a healthy lifestyle. Well, not judging by my stomach, but it's getting there. I've lost 5 kgs in the last 3 months, and that's what they've done as well at Talisman, is by helping us create goals for ourselves. So for every 3 months, we have to make goals and strive to achieve those goals, and then report back after the 3 months and say what we have achieved and what we haven't achieved. And if we haven't achieved those things, then we should achieve them in the next 3 months, and then it goes on and on until we become better people and we integrate into society. Talisman is doing a very great job, changing a lot of people's lives. I've met a lot of people at Talisman in 5 years who have been there and moved out, and you know, they've found their footing in life, and they've moved into their own homes, their own townhouses. They've got their own vehicles, and they're working, and some of them are managers. And you know, it's possible, you know, for a person like me and a patient like myself to be able to be integrated into society. Because I thought that when I was in Staffordton, that it was the end. Nothing else would. I wouldn't be able to, you know, to go out anymore and see my family or my friends, or do anything else. I thought I was in jail for the people who are like loonies and you know, people who are crazy. So Talisman has shown me that, you know, it is possible, and I'm grateful for that. And you know, Talisman has given me a new start in life. Every day I wake up with a purpose, and I tell myself I need to raise more awareness on mental health issues, and bipolar and schizophrenia and other issues concerning mental health. And you know, I want to be that spokesperson who tells people about mental health. And Talisman has been able to give me opportunities to be able to do those things. I've been able to speak on radio, on TV, in public as well, about my illness. It was hard at first, but I got used to it, and I think it's for the better of everyone, for the patients, for the people that deal with patients that have bipolar and schizophrenia, for the community as well, and for people that have the disease but are not sure what's going to happen with them and what they should do and where they should seek help. So I think for me to do that is it's a good thing, and it's helped me as well. It's just to educate people, educate the community that people with mental illness can live normal lives, and that's what I've learned through the help of Talisman and their staff and the residents. And they've helped me as well in a way where they've told me that my peers at the moment, that people that are succeeding and doing well, I can also be part of that group of people. That I can as well, lead a life where people can look up and say, okay, I want to be like that person, or I want to be like you, and for me that's awesome. I find it's very inspiring. I look up to the staff members there at Talisman, and I want to be like them one day when I be able to feel better and be able to go back to school and get my degree or find better work opportunities. And Talisman has done that for me. They've given me a new lease on life. I want to speak about the facilities as well at Talisman. There's a lot of facilities there that help us try to achieve our goals, especially with social skills, life skills, where we are taught to be able to speak to people and how to interact with people in the group, or how not to act a certain way, or what not to say and what to do, and that helps as well, because in a way it kind of, I don't know if being mentally ill brings out the animal in you or what it does, but there's certain things where you just think when you're ill and psychotic, you've been taken to this animal sort of behavior where you lose all sense of how can I say, like being human, being able to do all the things that people take for granted that are normal, and that also helps as well. That's what they've taught me. They've also taught me how to go back to gym, how to exercise, how to eat healthy, how to sleep for 8 hours, or not to sleep late at night. We also have like lights out at 10 where we have to go to sleep, and it's also important, those small things that help us to structure our lives better and to be able to wake up the next morning and take medication, take a bath, or dress and look clean and shaven and all that, which helps. I find that having that structure is important, and having that structure also just builds that in me, that I'll be able to, if I do go outside, I'll have that in my head swelling, and whenever I'm at my own place, I'll know that at this time I have to do this or that, or if I'm not doing work, then I know that at home I should do this and that, and it helps. It helps a lot. What they've taught me at Talisman as well is to use my time efficiently and effectively what I have, and the opportunities that are given to me, I must use them well. Especially even when doing the vocational skills training. Those trainings, I must be able to put them on my CV, and not just to have that gap of 5 years where I wasn't doing anything, or I was sick, or I must be able to write that down on a piece of paper and say that I've gained these skills by working in the kitchen, by working as a security guard, or by working as a driver, or working in the garden, and those skills are important also in the outside community, the outside world, that's what we call it. But we're inside, so when we look outside, we speak about the outside community. But yeah, Talisman is like an object. Okay, Talisman is what Talisman is an object that amplifies your abilities, to be able to focus your abilities and focus your abilities and what you can do for the future. It helps you to grow, basically. So that's what the word talisman means in my my interpretation. And I've used that in my daily, I'd say, struggles or challenges, just to help me through each day, which is difficult. But I'm getting there slowly but surely. And they've helped me to rehabilitate myself. I was also an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I've been able to attend groups like NA and AA and group therapy, which has helped. I've been able to go out into the community and attend support groups, which has helped as well. And through that, Talisman has inspired me to transform and to become a better person, become a better friend, become a better boyfriend, and a better person. And I think institutions like Talisman that have been there, that are helping people like myself to become not only patients but spokespeople for mental health and mental illness. Thank you.